good. We're recording.
Yes.
Good, good. Who would like to give the recap?
Well, it's time for me to do the old Vin recap.
All right.
Let me scroll
Hit
to the
it.
start of last session. Alright, so we pick back up. We're heading towards the door. It's gonna take 3 days to get there. The floor is the size of a small country, apparently. And I told a story about how I once met a man who claimed his home was a country. Oren asked if that was me, and I said that was rude. We ask about a bathhouse, and we find out there is going to be one there. Estrella played music out of her agent. Don't know how that works. It just does. Anyway, Estrella gets kidnapped by some mystical force that picks her up, and then Miras wraps a rope around the two of them, and they fly off. Estrella's more annoyed than afraid of the giant invisible bird carrying her off. Oren then makes a bow out of his staff and fires some fancy arrows that blind it. Estrella scans it, and it gives her some cryptic bullshit. I try to hit it, but it's an invisible fucking bird. I can't see. Then Oren hits it again, and we think it's dead. Fish and Memo investigate it, and they discover, this is something made by the floor to deal with some sort of issue that was happening with the dead part of the floor that we were currently investigating them in. Something about some sort of defense mechanism or something that your body does. I don't know. We were all confused by it and getting nowhere, so I decided, we should just get going. Come on, lads. Something about an autoimmune response, whatever that is. Anyway, we eventually Nova eats the bird, and we move on. We're skipping the bit that happened. Yeah, we're getting over that. We arrive at the door eventually, having to cross its 1 hour time limit bullshit. We do make it through the door, and we arrive at the 3rd floor, which is the 5. We do see a giant marble and crystal tower up ahead, and we're told that's the bathhouse. We go there, and it's very nice. There's some lovely people there. A very lovely woman runs it. She's very fond of our dear friend Oren there. We find out it's a very, very relaxed place, and they have definitely dealt with a silver bastard. And since we're friends of Oren's, we're treated highly and respectfully. We get our rooms. We cross the Sapphire Bridge. Callie, the woman who runs the place, can read thoughts. And again, she's very fond of Oren. To quote, he's adorable, dense, and competent.
Go for real.
Again, I fucking agree. I understand.
And I assure her that I'll give Oren a good chat. We learn a bit more about what a greater sign is. Something about the conglomeration of inevitabilities into a person.
We also learned that he's really, really old.
Yes, we also learned he's very old. Somewhere closer to around 102.
My guess was 2 centuries, and I was off.
That Miras' age at like 130 something.
You're older than Vin?
Yeah,
I remember
that
baby boy is middle aged?
That baby boy is middle-aged, yeah. Anyway, Oren comes back with us in the tub as we hit in the baths, and he gets us a very fancy drink. It's the best thing I've ever had. Then they give me something called an energy drink, and then we went on a whole tangent about that, and there was a whole bit about that, and I passed out after drinking it. There was a bit about some tabaxi women, some cat women arguing about fish, and then fish got into the argument, and they both agreed his tastes are bad. Anyway, we pick back up after I have just passed out, and of course,
Excellent soda.
Ha.
At the beginning of the stream, I do have a small announcement.
Woohoo.
I will either be taking this stream or this session to bi-weekly or taking a hiatus from it because, oh my god, shit's been getting weird for me recently.
Fair.
That's entirely fair.
Understandable, white boy.
But neither of those things are happening just quite yet, so we can get into session.
Yahoo!
Wahoo!
Now we're gonna go top to bottom because you all have separate rooms. Fish.
Oh yeah,
Fish.
my name does start with an A. I keep forgetting I'm always first because I am amoeba.
Yes,
Yes, you
Estrella.
are.
You awaken first.
I haven't decided if he ended up hooking up with the ladies he was talking about the fish.
Fish.
It's a shame because that's my decision, and sadly for you, they're a couple.
Damn.
Fish is not getting invited to the cat threesome.
God.
Fish is not invited to the cat
I was
He's
to make
not
a
invited to
really
the
bad,
cat polycule.
really bad pun. I was about to make a really bad pun, and I stopped myself.
Make the bad pun. What the
Make the
fuck?
bad pun.
No pussy for you.
Let's focus on session, folks.
No.
Anyway.
They're encouraging me to be terrible. Please stop them.
You awaken in your room.
Yes. What do the rooms look like exactly?
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember now. They're really pretty. And we're all in separate rooms, right? So there's no one else here?
Yes.
Well, Mirrors fucking hates that, so he's immediately going to leave his room and start hunting down his friends.
Real.
You leave the room, and the bathhouse is weirdly quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Roll perception.
That's where it is.
You don't even hear the flow of running water. Estrella.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Maris, my bad. You don't even hear the flow of running water in a place filled with it. That's fucking weird. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. I'm assuming that's a
I was just looking for an above 10 on this.
Okay.
You turn around. Something hits you, and you wake up back in your bed.
What? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. He's gonna get up, and he's gonna go start looking for his friends again. He's like, this was a really fucking weird dream. I could have sworn I already woke up.
You step outside.
Where is everybody?
You step outside your room, and the next thing you bear witness to, as you start like turning around, looking around the hall, you see somebody approaching you in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything?
Can I vibe check them?
Roll insight. Something's weird. You could have sworn that guy just hit you, like in your dream a few moments ago.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, we are staying away from that motherfucker. But I'm not gonna turn my back to him though. I don't trust that. So I'm just gonna like start backing down the hall towards the next of whichever of my friends' rooms is closest.
He begins speeding up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Hold on. Can I do this?
Alright, you're casting a spell on them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Creeping Ice. It's a sheet of ice that covers a 5-foot square within range and lasts for the spell's duration. I'm gonna do it on him, basically. He needs to make a successful strength saving throw, or else
No need for the strength save. This being automatically fails it.
Oh.
Okay.
As your ice impacts them, they fade away into a mist of some kind.
Interesting. So they're So are they actually like gone, or are they just? Not
You
visible?
have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I think my mom's calling me.
But Miras,
Mhm.
now that you're not freaking out, there's a blood stain in the hall where you got hit previously.
Like there was a fuck ton of water here, and now there's not.
No, a blood stain.
No. Like there's a blood stain.
I thought you said blood stain, and I was like a fuck ton of water, and now there's not. Okay, blood stain.
Well, what's happening?
Can I like check myself for any kind of injuries I didn't notice?
You are not injured.
Okay.
What happened?
With that, we will move on to the next person.
My baby got stabbed.
Alright,
I did
clown.
not. I specifically did
You
not.
wake
Throw one of
up
the eyes down.
in your bed.
I will sit up, just like, oh fuck me. Grabs my head. Oh, that hurts. I don't think
I want to make sure
handling
that
this
I've gotten
ever
a
again.
proper read on your character, right? Your character's paranoid, right?
Kind of, yeah.
There is a
That's- that-
message written on your arm as you wake up.
Oh fuck me. What now?
In clearly your own handwriting, avoid the window.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. I don't like what this is implying.
Oh no, it's like Death Zone Teen.
Baby stand. I'm having a baby stand moment.
Fucking the silence
Note,
moment.
there is not a window in your room.
Oh, look around. Well, that's easy fucking enough. Oh god. I'm gonna put some proper pants on, and then I'll press my ear to the door, see if I hear anything out there. Just because he knows he can definitely tell something's not right.
You hear the sound of a spell being cast outside your door, followed by what sounds like something rapidly freezing over.
I will touch the doorknob to check if that one just got froze over.
It is colder, but still able to be opened.
I will then carefully open the door to peek outside.
You see the immediate aftermath of the fish attacking the specter.
Oi, fish! I'll just whisper
Notably,
that. I will say.
Hold on.
Continue.
Notably, the fish is not here.
What do you mean the fish isn't there?
What do you mean the fish isn't there?
The fish is not there, but you see the direct aftermath of them attacking the area. From the fish's perspective, what are the doors just opened?
And there's nothing there?
And there's nothing there.
What the fuck? I'm going to approach the door and touch it and like push it open.
You enter Vin's room.
Look around.
Do I see my door just being flung open?
You do see your door be pushed open farther than you were expecting, yes.
Vin will fall backwards and start
I'm certain
backwards crawling.
above table, you guys are probably beginning to piece together what's going on.
Yeah, Vin is gonna fall backwards and just like backwards crawl, like shimmy, scramble away.
Mm-hmm. Seeing nothing in this room, I'm gonna go start looking to the next one.
Alright.
And I'm gonna very nicely shut the door behind me.
Estrella.
Yeah.
You wake up.
Okay, quick question.
What do you do?
It's like a
Go ahead.
phone. Is it like a charger where she can charge her phone in this? Or is she just again turning it off where she finds one real?
There is sadly not a place to charge your phone in the bathhouse. That is one of the few
Okay.
services they cannot provide. Running electricity would be a problem in a place like this.
Tears,
You know.
anguish, pain, sorrow. As she sees this as a since they're not really doing much today, hopefully for a bit, she's gonna go back to fucking sleep. She's tired. She's too much.
You're just going back to bed.
She's like,
Real.
Looks around. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
still
sleep
here.
in.
Listen, I don't think we're doing much today.
And
We're not-
Estrella avoided all of the problems that will be happening this session.
Fucking.
She's gonna hit the buffet again later. But not right
She's-
now. She's chill.
She's so real for that. She is so real for that.
Estrella wakes up as soon as it's still too early for
I
breakfast
want
to be
you guys
served.
to know above table, Estrella has now removed themselves from this situation. They're gonna be fine.
Oh my god.
Like a day, like one of those like all inclusive like 24-hour day spas. She's like, yeah, I'm good. Fucking,
Estrella's like,
my life has been stressful.
Estrella welcomes saying, huh, they're not serving breakfast yet. Alright. Back to sleep
Right.
then.
Alright,
God.
Murmur! Now we get to go over what...
Oh boy. What do I... Let's,
A number of other archivists shake you awake. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake
Ah!
up! We got a problem, wake up!
Ah! Ah! The fuck?
We got
What's
a
going-
problem!
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why are you yelling at me?
Okay, watch this. They pick up a nearby bat and just smash their friend's skull in, and then they walk into the room a couple of seconds later.
Oh! That's not supposed to happen.
No.
How long has this been happening?
One of them looks down at a very rusty watch. Okay, like tonight's time or like actual time?
Whichever is most useful for us currently.
Okay, tonight's time, it's only about 10 minutes since most of you went to sleep. Actual time, about 3 days.
Shit.
It took us a day and a half to figure out how to even get in here in a way that you would be able to interact with us.
What do you mean interact?
Okay, everybody else is kind of stuck in their own personal, how'd you put it? temporal whatchamacallit, temporal cosmological bubble.
Oh. Oh no. How the fuck did you guys break out of that?
We hit it with a bat.
You know what? If it fucking works. River's like up, stretched. Like I've got some motherfuckers I need to wake up.
You've already tried that.
Oh, how many times?
This would be 12.
Ugh. Never mind. Okay. Something different.
Okay, listen to us. Listen to us. Before
Yes.
we can do anything else, we need to figure out what is causing this.
Obvious.
One of them speaks up. There was this weird phantom patrolling the hall. We were able to break out of our bubbles by physically hitting it with a bat, which makes us think that whatever that thing is either the thing causing it or the extension of what's causing it.
Okay, so by freezing it, I did not, in fact, fix the problem, because I'm still in my bubble.
I will
Got
state that the rule is physical contact.
it. Okay. Noted.
And touch range spells would count for that, by the way.
Does Ice Knife count as a touch range?
Does creeping ice count as touch?
No. Ice Knife? No, Ice Knife, not Creeping Ice.
Ice Knife is a range spell.
Yeah, but it's a shard of ice, and then it does piercing damage.
Yeah, touch range. You have to be the one who makes contact.
Okay, got it. Keeping note of that in my brain holes.
Yeah. Okay, so, we're actually going to go find some of the other people who've managed to break that bubble out, so we could just go jump this. You want to come along with us, or you want to go try and fix your friends? Murmur, are you there?
Man.
Murmur, hello?
Pookie?
Nice.
Max?
Pookie?
Pookie is missing.
Oh no!
Where's
Oh,
Max? Oh no! Max?
Is that you?
Max?
Pookie?
Max? Max, hello?
Pookie?
Max, hello? Hello, Max? Max, hello? Max!
Why did you turn into Otacon there?
It felt appropriate. All right.
That's
In that case, we're gonna go back to the top. Maris.
Their mic is shitted. Damn.
Maris.
Yes?
This shit's
Hello?
weird. Something weird's going on.
Yeah, this is fucking weird. Okay, so I'm assuming I know who should have been in each room, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you know
so Vin's
who
room is
should have been.
empty. Okay, Vin's room is empty, but the door opened, and there's weird shit going on.
Right.
I'm gonna go try and check in with Murmur, because I feel like if weird shit's going on, Murmur usually knows about the weird shit.
Murmur is also gone.
What the fuck?
Voice speaks up from behind you. Huh. This is weird, isn't it?
Maris is gonna jump about 10 feet in the air and then flip around to see whoever the fuck is talking to him.
It's Orin.
Oh.
Not
Hello.
speaking slowly like usual. Yeah, not
Where are
speaking
my
slowly like usual, notably.
Okay,
I'm not
he's
sure.
Okay. do you know? And I'll tell you what I know.
They think for a second. I woke up. I thought it was quiet. I went to go get a drink. Something hit me. I woke up back in my
Okay. I also woke up and was going to try and find my friends. Something hit me and I woke up again. But then when I went down to the hall, I saw a figure and I tried to hit it and then it disappeared. And then one of the doors, my Vin's room, it opened, but there was no one in there. And then I just tried to check Murmur's room and Murmur is gone as well.
Hmm. You know, I bet you we might be able to find more ideas of what we need to do outside. As they finish that statement, the sickening sound of something's deck snapping happens as Orin drops to the floor and Orin is standing behind them.
Huh? Hello?
They
Excuse me?
are ad mimics.
Okay. So if it speaks quickly, it's not you. Understood.
What
So if it was trying to
do
get me
you
outside,
mean?
it's okay, Orin. Don't worry about it. So if it was trying to get us to go outside, then we don't go outside, correct?
I don't
Okay.
know. This
So since that wasn't
is
you,
new.
I need. Okay. Is it just the is it just the two of us, or have you found anyone else?
Only us.
Okay. Where the fuck?
Oh,
You'd know.
there we go.
My best guess would be to try and find Murmur, but Murmur is not in their room, and I don't know where they could be.
Oh,
Speaking of,
idea.
did Murmur see me opening their door and coming into their room, or was that just
No,
him?
the room door was already open.
Okay. I think going on a quick walk through the bathhouse and taking note of what is off and strange and what we can find may be some kind of help to start, because I don't know what else to do.
Off we go
Mhm.
then.
Oh, wait, let me go get, I think I have a notebook of some sort in my room. We can use that to write everything down. So, in case we end up back in the room, maybe the notes will be there if we forget everything somehow. Because I
Good
don't.
idea.
Okay. He's gonna go back to his room real quick and get something to write with and something to write on and, like, keep going.
The very first thing you grab looks like it's already been through hell and back.
Okay.
Oh.
As you open it, it's already filled with a bunch of little notes and doodles.
Okay.
The first note being a little drawing of Orin, and in a bunch of underlines, talks fast equals not Orin.
That's funny.
That's really funny. So I should have checked the notebook before I left the room, but this version of Mirrors, whatever the fuck is going on, didn't think of that.
Do you flip through
So
some other parts of the book?
Mirrors has already thought about this. Okay.
Do you flip through other parts of the book?
Yep.
One part of the book says, can't die, I just keep waking up here.
Okay.
Another part of the book says, the water is still, nothing says it should be.
Mm-hmm.
One part of it is a drawing of some kind of fucked up humanoid thing, and it's just a bunch of circles with it, with arrows pointing it to it, and it just says mimic question mark.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing of note, at least immediate note, written in this notebook, is simply don't look out the windows.
Okay. So outside is bad, at least most of the time. So far as we know. Okay. I'm Mirrors is gonna take this and he's gonna bring it to Orin. He's gonna show everything's already been written in it. Say something to the effect of clearly another past version of me has already thought about this. Um, the thing about the water immediately catches my attention, and I'm like, where where does the water usually come from? Like how does the water usually work here?
There is an artifact
Mm-hmm.
from the mistress's home called the Urn of Endless Waters.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the lowest level, and the water is piped up.
Maybe we should start there. I know it's something important, and I understand that most people shouldn't go there probably, but I feel like that might be a good place to start.
Normally, you'd be right. But something tells me she won't mind.
All right, let's go down there then, and I promise I will handle it with the utmost care.
All right, Vin, you are still
Right.
on your own. I assume you're still freaking out in your
Yeah.
room over the fact that
He's
the door
gonna
just got slammed
he's gonna
open.
recover
Spooky.
himself after a little bit. He's like, "Fuck me."
Ooh,
Okay.
spooky.
He's gonna go to his.
Uh,
He's gonna go to his
As if in
lockbox.
response to your statement, there is a message on the door again in your handwriting that just says "No you." It just says,
Ah, fuck.
Uh, damn.
I'm just gonna look at. Oh, fuck off. He will then go to the lockbox where his weapons are stored and grab a dagger.
Okay, good. You are arming yourself.
He doesn't have his armor. He doesn't have his swords. He's just
Your
grabbing a dagger.
your dagger looks like it's been seeing a lot of usage recently, which is definitely not the case.
Mirrors doesn't carry weapons, so that's part of the problem.
He looks at it very confused. All right, something's definitely fucked around here, and I just know I'm gonna get blamed for it, aren't I? I will. I'll just put the dagger in my offhand and just push the door open slowly as I step out.
Like Minecraft?
Use you step out to see, you know, the half-frozen hallway and such, and a message scrawled into the ice in your handwriting. It looks like it was carved out with a dagger.
What's it say?
This one is talk fast equals not Orin.
I look at it. Well, no shit. The bloke can barely talk. Bloke can even manage a mile a minute. Can't manage 2 feet with a minute. That little bitch.
Damn. Don't be mean to him.
I feel like this puzzle would be easier if we all could like communicate somehow by like writing to each other. But at the same
There
time,
is a way to communicate. You just haven't thought of what it is yet. There have been little signs here and there.
we have so far Mirrors least, has not gotten any indication that anyone is aware of what he's doing or can interact with it. Like, he doesn't know that Vin saw him.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that.
But
But I'm like puzzling it out in my head, like, okay, what could this be?
all right. Vin, what is your first act?
I'm gonna step towards. I'm gonna step away from the ice and follow the hole down the other direction. Just sneaking
Alright.
slowly, just like being very stealthy
Roll
and
me
carefully.
stealth.
That's a dirty 20.
Very good stealth.
Excellent.
Very good.
We love a dirty 20.
With that, we're gonna go ahead and go to Estrella. Hey, Estrella! You wake up quite well rested, right? In the medical ward.
Oh, the fucking gif.
Wait, what gift got posted?
The fucking Donald Duck, like, no.
Real.
That's real as fuck. That's real as fuck.
That's so real.
Hold on. Are you actually going to attempt to go back to sleep while you're in the medical ward? By the way, there are actual people here running around doing a bunch of stuff. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
He's gonna like kind of like, hi, what happened?
Yeah. As you're waking up, one of the dominant species of this bathhouse comes over and starts examining your eyes.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hi.
Just follow the tip of my finger for me, okay, sweetie?
Yeah, okay. I know.
We got a live one.
Hi, I don't mean. What happened?
The hostess comes over. Okay. Good. You're not dead.
I don't know why I would be, all things considered.
A guest came in last night. We're not entirely sure what it is, but a lot of the people who were asleep last night haven't woken up yet.
Okay.
Which, normally, that's fine. If people want to sleep in, they sleep in. We're bastions of hospitality here. The problem is, they also don't wake up when we try to wake them up.
Because I woke up earlier this morning and then I went right back to bed.
I'm not even going to begin to question how that worked. I'm not even going.
Me either.
Anyway, we're still trying to figure out what's going on with them.
Oh my god, thought away the dream eater.
I certainly fucking hope it's not a dream eater, because we don't exactly have anything to deal with that. Well, at least we don't as long as Orin is asleep.
Oh, well. Owen's asleep? I came in
Yes, as well as the rest of your team.
Okay. So, like, are they just back in their rooms asleep, or do you also have them, like, here?
They're up here.
Okay.
Anybody who doesn't wake up from external stimuli is being brought up here will be trying to locate the guest that's doing this to them. And we went to try and go grab them this morning after we realized what was going on, and they're nowhere to be found.
If you don't mind, can I see the sleeping bodies of my friends?
First, do you even have the strength to walk?
I guess so.
You feel perfectly fine to walk.
I feel quite well rested, honestly.
Okay then, come with me. She brings you over to a different part of the medical ward. You see your party, currently asleep in various states of rest, Orin included.
Immediately thought I was just gonna slap Ben. On the face, just a little bit.
Nothing
a
happened.
Okay.
Love that. The good first
In
instinct.
the dreaming.
You bitch.
Yeah, in the dreaming, Vin, somebody slapped you.
Not hard, mind you. Just taps.
He's like, "Ah, fuck me." He'll try not to react. He's like, fuck me, what the hell?
Hey, weird
It's
question.
like, he'll look around everywhere and just start trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
There's nothing.
Okay. Real sleep. Just gonna quick knock on him. Like on his hand. Knock, knock. 3 knocks. On his hand.
You feel 3 knocks on your hand. What do you do?
Well, now
And
do
it's just
it
gonna,
to the fish boy.
Vin's eyes are just darting around everywhere. He's looking for anything that could be. He's on full alert right now. He's kind of shaken up.
Knock, knock, knock.
Like we said, no physical stimuli can awaken them. And we've tried a lot.
Weird question. If they're asleep, do they feel what's happening to their body? Or are they just like...
We don't know.
I kind of...
The only way that we're going to decipher more about what's going on is to find the guest that did this to everyone.
Probably best bet would have any of the... I forget what Momo is.
Archivist.
Archivist. Has any of the archivists come by?
A handful of them come by after hearing about what happened. They're helping us search the bathhouse at the moment.
Okay. I will now go...
One group in particular ran straight for Murmur's room, though.
Okay, may I can I go then? Since
I don't know what you'll find, but go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna now enter Momo's room.
Also, don't forget to head down to your own room and grab your gear. If you're going to be helping us, you might as well also help us search the bathhouse.
We'll do that. We'll get her gear. Armor the fuck up and all that. She's gonna leave her phone.
You get your gear equipped with no troubles because you decided to go back to sleep.
Again, honk you, that's not me.
You know,
You wake up, you look around. Nah, I'm not dealing with this. Go back to
literally,
bed.
so real.
But I ain't getting up.
This ain't my problem. I ain't dealing with that shit.
It's that I don't know. I ain't getting up.
I think I'm gonna break out a candle I haven't in a while for tonight's session. I think I'm gonna light up Black Cherry Merlot.
Oh, nice. Alright, with that, back to the top. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go back to the top.
Okay.
Miros.
So I am...
You're right.
Yeah?
Yes, Orin is bringing you down to a lower level of the bathhouse. At some point, the high-class luxury veneer of the bathhouse gives way to something a lot more practical. You know, slightly shorter hallways. It still looks nice, but it's a lot less decorative.
Yeah. It's functional, less showy.
Yeah, this is clearly the parts of the bathhouse that guests aren't supposed to be walking around in.
Yeah. We have entered the employee zone.
Yes. Strangely, there are some parts of this area of the bathhouse that are nicer than what the guests usually get. But you can assume that's because everybody who works here also lives here.
That is fair, yes.
This is weird.
What's strange about it?
Water should be running at our feet.
But the floor is dry, and I'm assuming that's also connected to this artifact?
They nod. The urn of endless waters is said to hold within it the water of 6 worlds.
Mhm.
For it to not be running would mean it has run dry. But that is not possible.
How much further down is it?
A few more stairs.
Is there anything at all that's like, other than of course the lack of water and the horrible, horrible silence, is there anything like to catch our attention? Like at all?
Uh, when you arrive at the next staircase, carved into one of its posts just says page 15. This one looks like it was scrawled into the post by talons rather than an implement.
Okay. Is it H, like the letter?
No, like page.
Oh, page. Okay. So I'm gonna open up the notebook to the 15th page.
There is a short map that warns you do not go down those stairs.
Oh.
Oh.
There is a little drawing of you and Orin's head being cut off.
Oh. That seems unpleasant.
It instead draws a little line to a side room and an X on a rough drawing of what you assume to be one of the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna show the page to Orin and point out the little side room. Do you know of anything over here?
This is your handwriting.
Is that so?
You didn't make this, right?
I don't remember making it, but if it's my handwriting, then
Orin looks deeply confused for a second. That wall has a set of pipes. One might be large enough for us to slip through.
Mhm. Well, sounds like we need to try that then.
They nod. As the two of you head into that room, it's a small kitchenette.
Oh. Cute.
You were going to say something?
I was gonna ask if there was anything else in the book, because I kind of assumed I'd flip through all of the pages, but I guess not. I'm gonna go
No,
ahead and
you
do that.
did, but I'm assuming you didn't memorize the whole contents of the book.
Oh, fair, fair, fair. Um, can I look in the pages like after page 15 and see if there's any other kind of hints about this specific thing that we're doing now?
There are little notes scrawled not just from you, but from Orin as well. You can tell by the handwriting. As you've seen Orin's rune work before, you can kind of guess that the second set of writings probably
Yeah.
is. And it's little notes. Occasionally, there are numbers associated with the notes. One of the big things that come by is just simply, why do we keep doing this?
So it seems like for a while at least we've been falling into doing the same thing over and over again, ultimately to no end.
Some sort of repeating pattern of actions, yeah.
Then we should stop for a second and kind of rethink this. Otherwise, we're just going to end up in this loop again. Um, there any other? Is there anything else like that we could possibly be looking at instead, where this loop might be distracting us from it?
Are you trying to figure out any information like that from the notes?
Yes. Like if there's
Roll
something like
investigation.
yeah, if there's something like not directly connected to the urn itself.
The notes are absolutely yours and Oren's. That much you
Mhm.
can determine. You don't have memory of writing these, but they're absolutely you two's. The second notable question: why is it that you and Oren can see each other?
Yeah. Like what? Because we can't see anyone else like at all. So why Orin and why me?
Another notable thing in your notes that you get from your investigation: some of these notes were made in haste. Like
Mhm.
you did not have long to write them.
Mhm.
And looking at them fills the pit of your stomach with a certain level of dread.
Mhm.
Uh, the most notable one of these being "Do not look out the window" was clearly written very fucking fast.
Yeah.
At some point, some previous iteration of you has figured out that written word and other such physical demarcation seems to
Okay.
persist between these repeats. Hence why the notebook is so filled with notes.
Is there a way to see if anything else persists through repeats? Like, is there something else that we can maybe go back and look at that would have changed or been different in some way?
Are you going to head back to investigate? Remember, Oren is following your lead on this.
Mhm. I feel like continuing to go in the loop is not going to get us anywhere because clearly it hasn't been for at least however many of the iterations we're going over and over again. So I do want to go try something else.
All right. Where would you like to go? When you have determined that, we shall move back on to Vin.
Yeah, go ahead and go back to Van while I try and think this over.
All right. Vin,
I need mind sauce.
do you have a
Right.
specific destination in the bathhouse in mind?
Vin is sort of just wandering around looking for anything and anyone before he tries to find. He's looking for people before he has a specific direction of where to go.
All right, roll perception.
Do that for you. 17.
All right. I'll get my notes out on this. As you pass by one of the corners, the first thing that catches your eye is another message written in your handwriting, and it just says "duck now." And it just
Oh,
I will do that.
as you do, an axe blade lodges just above your head into the wall.
oh boy. That's a. Oh no.
He'll look at the axe, touch it, then touch his neck. Someone really ought to do something about that.
On the bottom side of the axe, it just says "I know," right?
Yeah.
God, whatever cosmic bullshit's happening does have a sense of humor. I will then again begin to try and disarm the axe trap.
There is no disarming necessary. It has already gone off.
Well, I'll try to disassemble so it won't go off again.
Oh, okay, yeah. Roll sleight of hand.
Let me do that for you. Cheap. 22.
You do so easily. It is a very simple, like, tripwire, essentially.
Yeah, I'll keep the axe with me and say, all right, better hold on to that before anyone gets hurt.
Right? As you stand up, you see Clown at the end of the hallway? They look also very, very confused.
Oi, you!
Let me get the image out. Oh god damn it, I forgot to upload it because I'm having to do shit all week.
It's okay.
I had to go actually get it.
Don't beat yourself up too much.
It's okay, it happens.
I am uploading the image now. Are you grabbing this clown's attention by any means?
I said, oi, you!
A question. Are you in full makeup? Are you in attire? Like, how much of your attire are you in?
Vin is just wearing normal pants. He's not even dressed as a clown at all.
Okay.
He's in normal attire. He's
Okay.
just wearing normal pants.
I
has a
will
dagger.
now put the image up and enlarge it for your examination.
Oh, he's cool!
Oh, he's really JPEG'd for me. Oh, no, I had to zoom in. There he is. I can see him now.
Oh, he's fucking cool! He's cool as hell!
Yo, Balan Vanderwald is him.
It's Balan Wonderland. It's Balan Wonderland.
Who?
Guys, I don't think Balan Wonderworld 2 is gonna come out.
Dude, I don't think Balan Wonderworld 2 is coming out.
This feels like a conversation for later.
No, we're making fun of
Vin,
you.
they come over to you. Some part of you thinks that this thing is relieved to see another person. Oh. Please tell me you know at least something about what's going on.
Alright, first off, you. He'll gesture the knife at them just as a warning. What the hell's going on, and why are you? Why are you dressed up like now? This doesn't seem like the time for proper funny business.
What do you mean dressed up?
Look, mate, I'm just saying. I get the whole. I do the business as well. But you know, now is not an appropriate time to be in full getup. Right? This is really some sort of
They
situation
look
happening here.
down at themselves. I mean, I kind of had to throw something on, but this isn't really dressing up.
Throwing on. This is the point of this pants. This is throwing something on, mate. You're wearing a full fucking costume.
Costume?
Vin will pull out his own nose and put it on. Look, I know what you mean. I have a costume too. This isn't it. This is just part of it.
They're very. They obviously look extremely confused.
Yo, dude, is that clown face?
Is that clown? Vin's unintentionally being
No.
racist.
No. But you're showing them their outfit. Oh, you're a practitioner of our arts as well.
I mean, formally, yes, but you know, it's sort of a business dealing.
It is for many people. I am absolutely flattered to see another person taking an interest in our culture, but this is certainly an odd time for our
Not
culture.
doing cultural exchange, mate. I'm trying to find out what the fuck is
As am
going
I.
on. Look, listen here, you. Wait. Have you seen anyone else around? My door opened and nothing happened. Now things are touching me and I can't even see them.
Other than you, not a single living soul.
Poke.
It happens again.
Not
What
even
happens
there.
again?
You got Poe.
You know, like, yeah, it just happened again. He'll poke it just like that, but someone did it and they're not there.
Yeah. Hey, Vin.
Yeah.
Roll perception on your new friend. Friend in quotation marks. Friend.
Anyway, I would kill a man for some of these right now. I'm gonna be real.
22.
Hey, Vin.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like makeup.
Vin will look at him and say, "Oi, who does your makeup?"
What the hell is makeup?
You know, he'll gesture to the face. That whole deal you have going on there. Who does
I
that
grew
for
it
you?
myself, yes.
Did you design that yourself? You mean designed it, mate? You don't grow makeup on your face.
I mean, you can't really say that you designed how your face looks.
Okay, I get wrapped up with the naughtiest person imaginable. Great. I would have much preferred the
Huh?
fish. You
I
can
think
have a
I would.
giggle about this later, mate. But right now, I'm trying to get out of this situation alive, and hopefully with no lingering wounds or strange messages on the arm.
Oh, you had one of those too.
Show me yours.
They show them yours in a handwriting you're not familiar with, and it just says, "Don't look out the window." I woke up with this not about 15, 20 minutes ago.
He'll look at him for a second, and then he'll show him his arm.
Which says
Any other
the
messages like
exact
this?
same thing.
He'll look at it. You see any other messages like that lying around? He'll point to the one on the wall and on the axe.
Now that you're standing at a different angle, you can see down a different portion of the hallway. It looks like a spear trap went off, and there was a message on that other portion of the hallway that simply says "Roll now." Ah, so you've been seeing those life-saving messages too, then?
Yeah, something's definitely not right here. Speaking of which, have you seen a
Say-
fish or a horned woman or an archivist?
This sounds like the beginning of a good joke.
Mate, I told you now is not the time for jokes. I'm not having a laugh here. I'm trying to be genuinely serious, despite my normal profession.
No, I have not seen any fish since I went to the bath.
Well, it's a fish person.
Oh, it's a fish person. No, I haven't seen any fish people.
For me, it's Finn calling Mirrors it.
I also have not seen an archivist or what was the third thing you were describing?
A horned woman. Woman with horns and a tail.
Do you realize how common that is?
From where I'm from, it's not, okay? I'm still learning things about these people.
Ah, fair enough. Well,
New around
I dare
here.
say there's safety in numbers.
I can't agree more. As long as you keep your limits to yourself and I keep them to mine, we can work together.
They nod. Very well, let us decipher a way and a place to search first.
Right, what's one place people go in an emergency?
The medical room.
You're spot on. Alright, which way is that now?
I don't know. This is my first night here.
Yeah, same here. I'll look around for like any sort of like signage or
It
anything.
only just dawned on you that there's probably a damn good reason that every group has an attendant. Because there is no signage in this place at all.
Oh, fuck me. This is one big, grand, extravagant bullshittery after the other.
Let me guess, you just made the realization why all groups require an attendant.
Alright, what have I told you about having a giggle? Now it's not
I'm
the
not
time.
having a giggle. I'm not having a giggle because I just had that realization too. There are no signs in this place.
Yes, it's very very, very poorly thought out.
I'm very curious to find out why Orin and mirrors are the ones that are stuck together, and why. I'm curious to see if there's a significance to that, or if it's just convenient.
My next thing is. Well, I guess we have to try rooms until we find something. But again, I'm very concerned because you saw the frozen hallway down there, didn't you?
I have not.
Oh yeah, there's a frozen hallway back that way.
Well, that's concerning.
Oh, if you see a bloke who's a bird and he's talking too fast, don't trust him.
You have a lot of odd friends.
How it is with spaghetti.
You know how it is with these sort of things.
They nod almost understandingly. Well, case in point, we're not going to learn anything by standing around. I say we go that way.
Lead on then.
As the two of you begin to wander, we shall move on. Murmur.
Murmur.
Are
Pookie?
Oh no.
Murmur!
Pookie is missing!
Pookie is missing.
Ret POV.
There
Okay.
you are. We can hear you
Gnostic is
now.
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep having to plug in and unplug my fucking mic for some reason.
The prophet of Yakub!
I'm back
The
though.
prophet of Yakub is
What do you?
back.
What's up?
It's your turn.
Yes, I know, but like, what's up? Like,
Yes.
I'm here.
You, I assume, following this group of other.
Yeah.
You archivists actually seem to be talking to people that you can't see.
Oh, interesting.
Like, occasionally they'll stop and one of them will walk up to empty space and start talking about, like, no, we haven't found the thing. Yes, we have, like, one additional person. Please inform the hostess that something weird is going on. No, this isn't a trapped dream thing. If it was a dream thing, then we wouldn't be able to see them as they point straight at you.
Hi. What? Who are you talking to?
We're talking to one of the hosts. You know, the people around the bathhouse.
In my perspective, I am seeing empty air.
Yeah, no, we figured that. We just don't want to explain this again because we've explained this too many times.
Okay, I'll go with it then.
You know it is with spaghetti.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
was
this is
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
One of them turns over you. Don't mind them. They've been getting more and more frustrated with all this.
Oh boy.
So from what we've been able to decipher, the thing that makes you, like, you got pulled out of your body, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of what's happening here. You can see people who are kind of emotionally and relatively similar to you. That's why you can, like, see us, because archivist.
I see. Are they like? Hmm.
Okay, so the Autism Warriors got paired together.
The autistic warrior. Vin and an actual clown.
We got actual clown and a clown. The Autistic Warriors.
Vin,
The
clown,
archivist.
profession. This guy, clown,
Race.
species.
Clown species.
And then we got the
Fucking-
Autistic Warriors over there.
We stuck
Bunch of
the
fucking gremlins.
The autistic one and the fucking ADHD one are in a room together.
The spectrum are over there trying to figure out what's going on. The clowns are trying to figure out how the fuck that one's actually a clown, how that one's not a clown, and that one's just over there just on their own, and this one's got gooners with them.
Doing the work.
Damn, I wanted to hit the buffet.
Murmur's like, okay, so I'm not in my body right now, correct? That's good to know.
Your body is currently up in the medical ward.
Okay. Any external response to stimuli? At all?
They look over to the hostess, do the thing. A few moments later, you feel like somebody slaps you.
Ah!
I think
Fuck.
next time over.
Oh.
Not just then.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I did not have to do that.
Damn. Well. Okay, have we found a way to get me back in there, or do you need me in here on the other side?
Every single time we've tried, the whole thing resets.
Shit. Okay.
We have a theory on how to stop it, but it's not exactly easy to test.
Alright, well, hit me.
Okay, so you're gonna see this weird specter thing pop up and try to murder you occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you need to tell us when that happens. And
Okay.
then tell us where it is.
Okay. Great. So we're all stumbling around just a little bit blind. This is a Marco Polo situation. Got you.
Right. We have a theory that the thing that did this to you also has to exist in some form in whatever state you're in. We think this is how it feeds. That's the current operating theory. I personally think that this is how it entertains itself, because it hasn't actually killed anyone yet.
True, but this could also just be a slow feeding. It could be doing both. The things like this that reset in this way often are generating some sort of energy. This isn't the first time I've seen a reset sort of temporal issue happen, and it was because something was sucking the life out of another thing. It's likely. It's not, potential could be a little bit of both. But look, how would you suggest we, like, look for it?
Okay. You're gonna wander around with us for a while. When that thing shows up, you're gonna tell us where it is, and then we're just gonna try and blow it the fuck up.
Okay. Great. Great plan.
One cautious
Okay.
shotgun. Like a proper 12 gauge.
Fuck yeah.
Floor. I had this made in floor 17. I've been waiting for an excuse to use it.
It's real nice. Yeah.
Another one pulls out some kind of weird hammer, and the third one pulls out a golden ball with a cross on the top of it.
What's he gonna
Is
do? Pray
that
the demons away?
the holy hand grenade of Antioch?
Are you asking that in character or above character?
In character.
They just look you dead in the eyes. They're gonna be very mad when they figure out I took this.
You know that you got to count. You can't count more than 3 or less than 3. You have to count to 3. That's very specific instructions
Yes,
on that thing.
I know the whole. I know the instructions. They actually pull out a piece of paper. I wrote them down.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Because apparently you have to say it for it to work.
Yes, it's very, very specific. I've heard things. Yes, let's get going. We should move. Meow.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Bean.
I just pulled up the fucking speech. I forgot how long this thing is.
No, it goes on for
It
fucking
goes on for
ever.
a bit, Evie. They're not gonna be able to use that thing before the guy with the 12 game fucking
Do
Blast
you
that
want
thing in
because
its
I could
schnuts.
do the whole bit. I could do the whole bit.
Again, by the time you get that speech read off,
I
the other guy with the shotgun's gonna blast it in its schnuts.
I have the entire movie memorized. It is
I know,
necessary.
I have an entire bit involving this. I can't wait for you to see it. Because remember, the archivists die in droves.
I'm excited.
But yes, with that, we shall move to Estrella! Hey, Estrella! How's it feel to not be trapped in a nightmare death loop?
Pretty great. Actually, night, well rested. Got like a chicken sandwich in me. I'm doing great.
Go ahead and roll investigation for me. See if you can't assist in finding the source of the problem.
Got a chicken sandwich.
The cat has just been deposited on me.
Which one?
Murphy.
How he
My
doing?
baby boy. The actual baby, not my baby.
How he doing?
He's chilling.
I got titty grams.
Again, he was just deposited. He was brought in here and he was just
And
like
11. All right. You do not find any evidence at the moment, although you do find the following. A group of about 3 or so archivists carrying what appear to be an incredibly technologically advanced hammer, an actual fucking 12 gauge, and some kind of golden ball with a cross on top of it.
It's gonna like, hey, have you guys seen Mama?
One of them just points next to them.
Wait, if Estrella's not in here, can Murmur see Estrella?
Murmur
no?
cannot see Estrella.
Okay.
Tell them I said hi.
Hey. Your friend with the horns says hi.
Murmur get. Just gonna walk up to the archivist. So Moma's trapped. Vin's trapped. Miris is trapped. Why am I not trapped?
We don't fucking know.
Okay, what I did, I woke up and I went back to bed.
How the fuck are we supposed to know how this works?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room, open up Vin's room, write a note, and then I'm gonna wander around trying to see if I can fucking find it. I'm gonna walk to Vin's
So you're only leaving a room in, wait, are you only leaving a note in
She's
Vin's
gonna go
room,
do it
or...
both.
Okay.
Just put if
I was
you
actually
feel
planning on going back to the rooms and seeing if I could find anything else.
small street, like piece of paper. If you feel 3 knocks on you, that's me, Estrella. I don't know. Try going back to bed. Shrug emoji.
Going back to bed, shrug.
Hand-drawn shrug emoji. Fucking love
Yeah.
that.
Just a hand-drawn shrug emoji. Gonna try to find what's going on. Shrug. Alright.
I could repeat that. You cut out.
After leaving those notes, it's gonna start wandering.
Mirrors.
Yes.
Oh, am I the one who cut out?
Hello?
Hi, baby. How are you?
I'm okay. So is it my turn?
No.
No? Okay.
Why the fuck is he yelling?
I don't know. Oh, he just vanished, so I'm assuming that something went wrong.
Okay. But I woke next Saturday now.
Why?
Oh.
That's prom.
No.
Oh.
But I
okay.
get Tuesday off.
That's good. Why are you screaming, Evie?
Well, he is no longer in the game, so I'm assuming something went wrong.
Oh shit, yeah. Me thinks something's wrong with his connection.
Me so too. Ooh. So how's everybody doing?
I set
Vince
up a
trapped in the
Minecraft
nightmare
server.
dimension with a real clown.
Beerus is trying to ADHD his fucking way out of this, and I don't know what I'm doing.
I love Estrella's very long PS. I don't know. Try going back to bed or something. I'm gonna try and figure this out.
That's
I'm
fucking
gonna try to
wonderful.
figure this out. Work for me.
I also love. Yeah, I got a chicken sandwich in me. I got a good night's sleep. I'm good.
Nah, but yeah.
You just
Lilith
figure
finally
to do this shit on an empty stomach. You won't.
No, I
I
would not. I
fucking-
would not fault you.
I got a Minecraft server.
Yeah, I know why, baby.
I'm excited about it. I'm sorry.
Mm,
If Evie can't reconnect, you all want to play Minecraft?
no,
Yeah.
I gotta go do shit.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
You gotta sweep and mop.
I will sweep and mop. Damn.
Max, if Evie doesn't return, do you want to play Minecraft? Hello?
We lost Evie.
Okay, I was about to. I thought Max left, and I was gonna be like, oh damn.
Oh,
There you are.
I'm probably gonna head back off after this.
That's valid.
Evie, you back?
Internet just went out.
Damn.
That's no
Okay.
good.
How bad?
I'm not entirely sure, but ever since we switched to the new ISP, it's been doing this on the regular.
Okay.
That's no good.
That's no good. That's no good at all.
Not in the slightest.
This is actually infuriating
Mm-hmm.
because
I
it's been
feel that.
happening incredibly consistently.
Mm.
That's about as shit as my Wi-Fi.
So, I am sad to say that I am going to have to end session for tonight because I
Okay.
obviously can't be without the internet. Because I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, I had a wonderful time, and I'm very excited about what is happening. I'm very curious to find out what's going on, and I want to puzzle. I love puzzles. Puzzles.
I'm
are
glad you all are
I
enjoying this
can't
little
wait
puzzle.
to puzzle and
I
Yeah.
don't think it's
shenanigans with an
Kind of
actual
What do you
clown.
think of your
Fair.
first experience with clown species?
It's gonna lead to many more shenanigans.
I'm just imagining at some point Vin having an existential crisis like, oh my god, clown is a species.
So tired.
Just again, am I racist?
Am I racist?
Again, fucking clown face, Vin.
Yeah, I want.
Anyway, here's Vin's notes for this week.
You will note that they actually found what they were doing quite flattering.
Okay, that's good at least.
I want this figure, but it's out of my price range, and I'm crying.
Okay.
Yeah, to them,